Goodnight Mommy, some foreign film that people are saying, or the internet is saying, that this is the scariest movie trailer of all time. We're gonna check it out right now and see what's what. So, got my headphones on. Let's do this. Oh, they're twins.
Mama? Ist so anders. Ja, wie würdest du dich fühlen, wenn du von so einer Operation zurückkommst? Wer ist das? Du bist nicht unsere Mama. Bitte komm zurück, Mama. Ich mache alles. Jetzt kannst du uns nicht mehr auseinanderhalten.
Ah.
Guten Abend, gute Nacht, wie sein Nacht, mit Mäglein besteht, schlug unter ihm
Wow. Well, that's creepy as hell. Yeah. The cockroaches. The scene where she's, eating the cockroach. Yeah, that's, pretty nasty. Yeah. Okay, so is it the scariest, movie trailer of all time? No, it's not. I think it's creepy, but then again, it's nothing that creepy. I mean, the cockroach is pretty creepy. You know, the fact that she's wearing this bandage around her face, part of me wonders if she's actually the mother or not. I mean, you got the picture of the kids looking at a photo album, and there's two blondes, and it's like, well, maybe the other woman is the mother, and she's not the mother. It's very creepy that you can't see her face. It's creepy, man. I mean, especially the scene where she's in the woods and her head's bobbing around, and it's like, why is her head bobbing? Why is she naked? Why is she bobbing around? Why were these identical twins, you know, wearing these creepy green paper mache masks? And where's Daddy? Where the fuck is Daddy? Daddy must have left. That's just creepy. Ugh. You know, those European type of films, horror flicks, really always tend to be a lot scarier than American-made movies. I mean, we haven't really had a good horror movie since like the 70s, so I'm intrigued by it. You know, and September it comes out, I'll definitely, you know, look into it. It could suck though. I mean, if movie trailers have taught me anything, is that you know, I don't know. I mean, it didn't really tell me a lot. It was definitely a teaser. The cockroaches creep me out because there's a scene in the end where they cut, I guess somebody's cutting the stomach open. I'm assuming it's the mother, and cockroaches are climbing out, and she eats the other cockroach, and the head shaky thing. I don't even know what that's about. There's some skulls in the bottom of some type of basement, and the kids are there. I like the kid who has like the crossbow. Yeah, it looks like he got like some type of like sharpened pencil. Kind of reminds me of the Babadook, when the kid had like the slingshot with the ball. He used to make these like homemade weapons. Yeah, definitely creepy. Definitely creepy. Is it gonna be scary if I have to read subtitles the entire time? I don't know, maybe not. Probably, probably. I'm trying to think of some other movies that had subtitles that were actually horror movies that scared the crap out of me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of subtitled movies that are actually horror movies, but it's definitely creepy. I can see why people are saying it's the scariest movie trailer of all time, but I feel like I've seen scarier. I think The Shining has a scarier trailer. I mean, if you remember that one, that was the one where you know, what I like about this one, and what I like about most movie trailers, the best ones, are the ones that have footage that was filmed for the trailer and actually doesn't even have any footage of the movie in it, but not in a negative way, not like Fantastic Four. The Shining trailer was basically just a very simple, you know, establishing shot of a lobby, and you have two red elevator doors, and you got this creepy violin music playing in the background, and all of a sudden the doors slowly open, and out comes this big flood of blood, and it knocks the table over, and it comes right to the camera, and now the camera has this red, you know, filter on it from the blood, and it just says Jack Nicholson, Shelley Duvall, Stanley Kubrick, The Shining, and that's it. You know, it's like, you know, it's about ghosts, you know, it's based on the book, and you know, shit's gonna go off. And this one, I mean, I don't know, it seems kind of overrated for all the stuff and the, you know, media that I've been reading about it. But I'm definitely intrigued. Let me know what you thought about the trailer for Goodnight, Mommy, and what is your favorite, or in your opinion, the scariest movie trailer of all time, if not this one. I'd love to hear what you think, and until next time, thank you so much for watching, because you just got burned. I remember being a kid thinking, as a kid, because let's face it, when you get to be, you know, in your 20s, movie trailers don't really scare you, but you always remember the ones that scared the crap out of you when you were a kid. And to me, the scariest ones were always like, and this is so embarrassing, one was the Blair Witch Project, because it came out like in the mid to late 90s, and everyone thought that it was actually real. So when I saw the trailer for it, or something that I remember thinking, I remember my older cousin telling me about it. It was all over the internet, back when the internet was kind of flimsy and mostly just like message boards, and it didn't even have videos on it, and everyone kept talking, you know, through word of mouth and through buzz on the internet that this was a real movie. And it just, you know, I remember going with like a couple of friends, and or at least I think it was, I forget, and it scared the crap out of me. Of course, when I watch it now, I'm like, this is terrible, you know, because obviously, A, it's not real, B, I have a deep appreciation for cinematography, and I don't need another reason. It's just terrible. It's a low budget film. It sucks, and because of it, we've had a slew of these oversaturated, you know, in the genre of found footage films that we just don't need. Another one that I also scared the shit out of me was, and this is the more embarrassing so, was the remake for Psycho with Vince Vaughn by Gus Van Sant, I think, or was it Guy Ritchie? I think it's Gus Van Sant. And I remember being maybe 7 or 8 years old, or I forget, but I remember being a little kid, and my mom showed me the VHS version of the original Alfred Hitchcock Psycho, and it creeped me out. You know, the scene with the shower, not even the scene of Janet Leigh getting stabbed, or the chocolate going down the drain, or, you know, the shadow silhouette of you know, Anthony Perkins. What scared me was the shot looking up into the shower head, and, you know, the water comes on, and it's like the opening of that scene. And the reason why is because once I went to go take a shower, like for the next week, every time I would turn the faucet on, I'd look up and I'd see that shower head, and it was like identical to what I saw in the movie, and it just scared the crap out of me. Same with the end scene of when Anthony Perkins is, you know, he's talking as mother, and he looks up and he's got that creepy smile, he's just like, and that scared the shit out of me and gave me nightmares. And when they made the remake and Vince Vaughn did it, just as equally scared the crap out of me, because I always thought, like, real people to me are always scarier than like some creature that could never really exist. I always thought that like, you know, Norman Bates could find me and kill me and you know, put me in some like lake. And yeah, now I laugh at him because I just finished watching True Detective. I did a trailer review for True Detective. I did a opening episode for True Detective, a mid-season review, and I'm sorry guys, but there will not be a season 2 review as a whole. It was just terrible. What do I give it? I give it a D minus because it was just so bad, convoluted. You didn't care, but I'm getting off track. We're talking about Goodnight Mommy, and this is just the end credit scene, so I'm gonna say adios.